Yeah, hi friends. Welcome to Durga Soft. So this is Prakash Babu, technical trainer. So 12 years of experience. The technologies which is I'm handling is C++, Java, Python, Unix, UI technologies, etc. Okay, this is about myself. I'm the trainer in Durga Soft. So present our course is Core Java. Core Java. The duration of the course is, sir, do you know it is 8 weekends? 8 weekends. So weekends means Saturday and Sunday. So we have classes only on Saturday and Sunday. Okay. The duration is nothing but 8 weekends, and the timings are, so tentatively we are going to start at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. to, but today and tomorrow, because these 2 days are demo sessions, that's why I may take only less amount of time. But next week onwards, the regular session is going to start. So it will be around 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, and 9 to 10. So meanwhile, we will take, or maybe 9 p.m. It's sufficient. So 6 to 9 p.m. we have a batch with some 20 to 30 minutes break will be there. Okay, 20 to 30 minutes break will be there. So this is about our course duration. Okay, this is about course duration and then timings. Okay, then what is the syllabus? What is the syllabus? Do you know the syllabus which we are going to discuss is nothing but a complete, okay, complete Java. I'm going to explain for you people complete Java, but not advanced Java, core Java. And even I will provide some advanced Java beginning also, that is I will explain with one database connectivity program at the end. So we will concentrate on some mini projects also. Okay, so while class is going on, I will concentrate on some mini project also, don't worry. Okay, then, yeah. So our syllabus is nothing but, I think you can see on the screen, this is nothing but our syllabus content. Okay, so J2SC standard edition, we are going to discuss about introduction. Yeah, now it is visible, right? Is my screen is visible? Yes. So developing the Java applications, language fundamentals, object-oriented principles, packages, strings. We need to concentrate more on strings. Okay. So all your doubts will be clarified after explaining few topics. Just please be wait. Okay. So string manipulations, exceptions, multi-threading, networking related terminologies, how to develop GUI applications, all these things we will discuss. Okay, basics of JDBC, what you can call generics, all these topics we are going to finish. Okay, so in our Java curriculum, that is core Java. So this is nothing but the syllabus which we have. Okay, yeah. So this is about the syllabus which we have. Then, sir, about yourself, okay, about the course content is also okay. What benefits I am going to get from your course? So Java means everyone is going to tell Java. Suppose if you take okay, if you take any online tutorial also, happily you can get Java programs. Sir, what is the benefits that I am going to get from Java? So do you know the benefits which you are going to get from my class is nothing but, sir, the first benefit, running notes. Now running notes will be shared. Running notes will be shared after completion of our class. Sir, once if the class is completed, I will share the running notes for you people with a Google Drive link. Okay, so recorded sessions will be given to you with minimum 3 to 4 months duration. Recording sessions will be given. It is not a downloadable videos, just you need to listen the class. Sir, then in addition to that, sir, clear explanation. clear explanation will be given. Clear explanation will be given for each topic. For each topic. Okay. Then, sir, we will concentrate. Okay. So we will concentrate more. We will concentrate more on programming area. Programming area. Do you know in our Java, if you take, sir, minimum 300 programs plus we are going to cover in our complete core Java. Then, sir, what is the next benefit that I am going to get, sir, which is very, very important. So after completion of the class, maybe after completion of a weekend, so on completion of every topic, on completion of every topic, okay, so we will discuss various MCQs, multiple choice questions, which was asked in the previous company. Okay, so I have a large volume of databases there. There we will discuss all these multiple choice questions. Okay, which is important. Those questions will be discussed, and I hope everyone knows about this particular website, Hacker Rank. Hacker Rank. Okay, so in this Hacker Rank, I have a registration link is there. Okay, where you can practice your programs. I will assign the coding challenges for you people. So coding challenges will be given as a form of assignment. Okay, so everything I will provide. What is a task that you need to do? What is the heading of the program? Okay, so what inputs you need to give, what outputs it is going to expect, everything I will frame, and then I will share that link with you people. What you have to do is you need to write the code, and just you need to click on run button to run the program. Once if it is completed, if you are not having any errors, you can submit that program, so that the result will be displayed on my dashboard. Okay, so such a type of beautiful feature we implemented only for our DurgaSoft. Okay, so that coding link, after completion of our demo session, at the ending I will display how it is going to be work. Okay, just for sample, because it is a demo session, right? I want to give that link. Okay, once if the registrations is completed, definitely you are going to get that. Okay, sir, trust me, in this you can ask me at the end of the class. 500 programs will be covered in this Hacker Rank. Excellent tool. So maximum people are going to get benefited. So the file names are like this. The link will be ending with like this, sir, kpb 001. Till now in my database I have, so kpb Java 700 plus is going on. So these many challenges is with us. Sir, once if you practice daily one challenge, or two challenges, or three challenges, sir, some of the challenges will be very easy. Suppose if I am explaining for you biggest of two numbers, so biggest of two numbers program is included. At the same time, smallest will also be included. So once if you know the logic for biggest, happily you can do for smallest. Like that, some small changes will be there. So like that, we have framed n number of programs for you people. Just what you have to do is nothing but you need to practice the programs. So once if you are familiar with my regular classes, and then by practicing with these coding challenges, then you can crack any interviews, or you can get any job. Okay, so I will give such type of confidence for you people. Sir, once if you practice 50 plus programs, then you will get more confidence, man, trust me. Okay, you will become a good programmer. So these are the benefits which you are going to get from my sessions. Okay, so before going to the before starting our actual cinema course, okay, so up to this regarding our institution, and about myself, about course, about the benefits, if you are having any doubts, happily you can post it on chat window. So just a few minutes we will discuss about those doubts, and then we will continue. Yes guys, now it's time for you to ask doubts. Yes, please, never hesitate to ask the doubts. Hmm, just a minute. What are the projects we will make? Standalone applications only, Harshavardhan Singh. So we are not going to develop any web related applications. We will develop standalone applications, like how to build a calculator. Okay, how to create a registration form. Once if you type every details, that the details should be stored in our database like MySQL or MongoDB. Along with that examples we will provide at the end of the session. Okay, Harshvardhan. Then Suman, till what Java version will be covered? Sir, maximum we are going to concentrate on the latest versions only. Okay, So version to version, maybe 2 or 3 topics will be varied. Other than that, nothing. But we will cover on the latest Java version, that is Java 15 only. Okay. Any other doubts? Yeah, please ask. If you are having any other doubts, please post it on chat window, please. Yeah. Any other doubts, guys? Please confirm. If everything is okay, then I will continue. Okay, shall we continue? Please confirm. Shall we continue? Yes. Now, so I will discuss topic by topic. I will discuss topic by topic. So first, let me elaborate Java. Sir, how this Java is derived? This Java is available in 3 forms, guys. First one is nothing but J2 SE. We will call it as J2 SE. Stands for Java 2 Standard Edition. Standard Edition. This is the first version. Sir, the second version which we have is, okay, sir, J2 double E, which is nothing but our advanced Java. Sir, Java 2 Enterprise Edition. Okay, so we will call it as advanced Java. And this first one is called as core Java. Anyway, we are going to discuss this core Java in our syllabus now. So the next version which we have is J2 ME, which is nothing but Java 2 mobile or micro edition. Mobile or micro edition. Okay, so these are the total 3 versions of Java which we have. I mean, 3 major divisions. So in this we are going to start J2 SE, that is Java 2 standard edition, which is nothing but our core Java. Then, sir, in this, how our syllabus is categorized? Sir, in my teaching, I divided this Java into totally 3 parts. In the first part, we will concentrate on fundamentals. That is, sir, how to prepare your first Java application, how you can execute in the local mission, and how you are going to execute in your online compilers. Okay, then what is mean by variable, constant, data types which are there in our Java, then operators which are available, how to read the input, how to write the output. Okay, then uh, control flow statements which we have, what is meant by arrays. All these things will be discussed in the fundamentals. Okay, sir, part 2, this second part contains, do you know, this second part is going to be have with some object oriented principles. So OOPS concepts will be discussed in this second part. Complete around 50 subtopics are there related to this object oriented. All the things we are going to finish in this whoops. Then, sir, what about part 3? What about part 3? Just like cinema, it is getting part 1, part 2, part 3, like this. Okay, sir, in the part 3, okay, so API, that is application programming interface. Array, everything no need to create by the user, everything is no need to hard code. So some predefined things are also available in Java, like a string buffer. Like, okay, do you know, majority of the interviews will be only on these questions. The main preference will be given to strings. Okay, only on string we have 300 plus programs are there. So that much importance is there for strings. So for this Java, what Java people decided is they have given highest priority for the strings. So n number of string handling methods are available. those are predefined, not user defined. No need to define. Everything is ready. Array, I have given a number. I need to convert it into uppercase. Suppose assume while validating the username, for the login form, the username which I have given is admin. By mistake, if the user is providing the values like this, admin or okay, so small a din or admin like this. So our Java can convert all these things into lowercase automatically. There is a function is there. What is the name of the function? Sir, to lowercase. We can use this function to convert username into lowercase. So which function it is doing? To lowercase function. So no need to implement by yourself. Inbuilt support is there. So we can take that help and then we can do our job. But the passwords, we can't do such a type of operations. In the password, case sensitive will be there. Okay, so just this is nothing but one example for API. Such a type of APIs we are going to discuss. Then, sir, what about part 4? Sir, part 4 is nothing but JDBC, that is Java database connectivity. We are going to connect with some JDBC. We are going to connect with some what you can call databases, maybe Oracle database or MySQL database or any other databases. We are going to communicate. So that part also will be covered in this 4 part. So this is about the total 4 parts which we have in our curriculum. Anyway, that syllabus is already shared with you. I divided that syllabus into these particular 4 parts. Everything we are going to discuss one by one. Okay, yeah. So up to this, any doubts, guys? Please confirm so that we will move forward. Up to this, any doubts? Yeah, thank you. So the next topic which we are going to discuss is, sir, topic number 1. We can crack OCJC exam with this course. Yes, of course, but you need additional practice also. Okay, you need additional practice also, that you need to take care, but because it is not a OCJP exam, I mean OCJP syllabus, just we are going to concentrate on Java fundamentals. If you want, you need to go in detail. I will cover for loop within 20 minutes of 20 minutes in my class, but you need to practice more examples on for loops. Minimum 100 bits you need to practice. Okay, yeah. So topic number 1, my first topic will be, sir, I want to discuss a few minutes related to, okay, language. Array, what is mean by language? What is mean by language? Sir, first point, you know about this, a language is nothing but something like a communication medium. Language is called a communication medium. Suppose, sir, I have a person 1 is there. This person 1 wants to communicate with the second person. So how this communication is possible? Sir, very simple. By exchanging the information, these two persons can communicate. Sir, how these two people can be exchanging the information? By using some languages like sir, they may speak in English, Hindi, or sometimes they will speak in English, sometimes Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, etc. So those two people can be communicated by using any one of these technique. Okay, now, sir, what is my next requirement is, assume a mission is there. So maybe assume my laptop wants to communicate with my mobile. Array, both are electronic devices. How these two can be communicated with each other? Sir, very simple. Sir, here, mission to mission, mission to mission is very, very important. So here, how the missions are going to communicate means there will be a separate language will be there, which is called as, okay, mission language. So, or we can also use the term called binary language. So this binary language is in the form of zeros and ones. The data will be in the form of zeros and ones. So first mission can transmit the data in the form of zeros and ones. Second mission can receive that information and it can be transmitted. So like that, zeros and ones combination will be there. Okay. So in this mission level, so these are the two types of general scenarios which we have in communication medium. Sir, now topic number 2. I am slowly injecting into your mind what is meant by programming language. Sir, up to this, I know about language. What about programming language? Sir, there are three special cases I want to elaborate for you people. Sir, what is the first case? Case number 1. Sir, I already told person to person communication is very easy. So second case is nothing but mission to mission communication is also very easy. Sir, third case, do you know, sir, person to mission, very difficult task, very difficult task. The reason is a person can't communicate with the mission directly because a mission can understand only zeros and ones, but we can't frame any instructions by using these zeros and ones. We can't frame any instructions by using zeros and ones. Just let me give me a minute. I will explain with some small diagram so that you can understand well. Now assume I am not that much expert in diagrams. Please bear if anything goes wrong. Okay. Or better I will go with the latest MS software. Just a minute. Yeah, yeah, fine. So now assume, okay. So I have a person is there like this. First way of communication I am explaining. So assume a person is there. A person is there. Okay. So this is nothing but first person. This first person is trying to communicate with the second person. Are no problem, these two persons can be communicated with each other by exchanging the information, no issues at all. So now the second scenario I already explained, mission to mission communication. Are how two missions can communicate? Very simple. Assume I am going to connect my mobile with my laptop. Okay, now this mission is going to send the information in the form of zeros and ones. So the same information will be reloaded to this particular mission. So now this communication is also possible. Third way of communication, which is very dangerous. Sir, assume a person is there. This person is giving some information, like assume, so this person wants to send some message to the mission like hi. So what will happen? Another side mission is there. So maybe computer, this mission can't understand this particular word called hi. So what we need to do, we need to convert it into mission understandable format, maybe assume zeros and ones. Like this we need to communicate. Similarly, the mission is going to respond in the form of zeros and ones. The mission is going to respond in the form of zeros and ones. So again you need to retransmit that into human readable format. Okay. So to implement this entire operation, sir, some assistant must be required. Some assistant must be required to do this operation. So who is that assistant? Is nothing but programming language. Programming language. Sir, here if you observe, programming language, PL stands for programming language. Sir, programming language will act as an interface between, programming language will act as an interface between, so human being to mission. The instructions which you are giving, that programming language is responsible to convert it into zeros and ones. Okay, now I think you know what is the reason to introduce programming language. So what is the main task of programming language? Sir, very simple. Programming language will act as an interface between sir person to mission. It will act as an interface between person to mission. Then sir, programming language is a tool, or we can call it as it is a software. It is a software. Then sir, what about next one? Programming language will convert so human readable code into, it will convert human readable code into so mission understandable format. Mission understandable format. This is nothing but the task of programming language. Hope everyone got a clear clarity on this. Okay, any doubts guys up to this? Please confirm. If you are having any doubts, please post it on chat window up to this two topics. Yeah, very good. Now, so let me go with the next topic. What is the next topic is nothing but the third one, which we have is are types of programming languages. Can you explain me what are the different types of programming languages which we have? What are the different types of programming languages which we have? Sir, very simple. There are three types of programming languages are there. What is the first one is nothing but low level programming languages. Low level programming languages. Sir, what will be there in the low level programming language? Very simple. In this low level programming languages, the instructions are given. The instructions are given, okay, in which format? Low level format. That means everything we need to take care, like memory management, everything. So here we will interact with other external resources. So we will interact with other external resources. Sir, next, sir, which are those resources? Example, sir, memory related operations, IO related operations, USB, RAM, ROM, etc. All these things we need to take care. Okay, sir, the best example programming languages which are going to provide support for this is nothing but at the beginning days we got some languages like basic, okay, so Fortran, so COBOL, C language, C++, etc. All these are examples for low-level programming languages where the instructions will be given in low-level format. Sir, next one, what about the next type? Next type is well known for you. So this is the very important type which we have in our real market. Okay, so that is high level programming language. Sir, can you tell me what are all the high level programming languages which we have? So do you know the instructions are given in high level format. The instructions are given in high level format. Sir, here no need to interact, no need to interact with the external resources. We are no need to interact with any external resources. Sir, can you tell me some examples for these things? Sir, can you tell me some examples for this? Sir, very simple. The programming languages which supports these types is nothing but sir, C++, Java, etc. Okay, so even Python also. Okay, so now you may have a doubt, sir, C and C++ are there in low level as well as high level. Yes. So because it is called as middle level programming language. Sir, what is mean by middle level programming language? Very simple. If any programming language is supporting both low level and high level, if any programming language is providing support for both low level and then high level, so such type of programming languages are called as middle level. Sir, can you tell me how it is C language is middle level? Very simple. Sir, C language C language with pointers are called as low level. Sir, C language without pointers. C language without pointers, okay, are called as high level. You may have a doubt, sir, without pointers is it possible to write a C language instruction? Yes, we can. Now, sir, with pointers I will take one example. With pointers, have you observed scanf percentage d comma ampersand x? This is the best example, sir, where I am using pointers concept. Have you observed ampersand? So we are giving a tool, we are giving a clear instruction saying, sir, search for the appropriate memory location and store the data. Like this we are giving, okay. But without pointers, can you tell me an example without pointers? Sir, C is equal to A plus B. It is a high level instruction. Here I didn't take any address related operations, so it comes under middle level. Now I hope clearly you got a clarity on programming languages and the types of programming languages, okay. Yeah, any doubts up to this? Please confirm. Any doubts up to this? Yeah. Then, sir, what is the next concept which we have? The next topic, sir, which is very, very important. So, topic number 4. Okay. So, which talks about translators. Array, what is mean by translator? Sir, the name itself explains. Okay. Sir, translator means, okay, translator means, okay, so converting one form of data into another form of data. In general we will use this tool. In general we will use this tool. Example, best example, sometimes we may use conversion of data, converting .doc files, okay, into .pdf. In general we will do such a type of activities. Similarly, we will convert .jpeg files into .pdf. These are the regular formats which we are converting. Then, sir, best example, .mp4 file also can be converted into mp3. I will do this activity regularly. Why? Because if any song came, to keep it as my ringtone, I will upload that particular downloaded YouTube video into a particular online converters. That online converter will fetch the audio file and it will return to myself. So then I will copy that into my mobile and I will keep it as a ringtone. This is the regular activity which I will do thrice in a month, okay. So whenever I got a free time. So this is about the translators. Now, at present, in the programming languages, which are the translators we will use? There are translators available. There are three types of translators available in the market. What is the first one? Is nothing but assemblers. The second one is nothing but compilers. The third one is nothing but interpreters. These are the three types of tools which we have: assemblers, compilers, and then interpreters. Sir, what is mean by assemblers? When we will go with assemblers, have a look once. Assemblers, I hope you heard about this. It will convert low level instructions into mission code. What is the main task of this assembler, sir? Which will convert, it converts low level instructions, low level instructions into mission code. It is going to convert the low level instructions into mission code. So these are make sure mission dependent. These are mission dependent, not independent, mission dependent. So because these are the olden level techniques which we will use, okay. Sir, it contains the instructions, okay, in the form of okay. So mnemonics, I hope you know about these things which are used in the mission level languages. These are used in maybe in your academics mnemonics, all these things are going to use it in this particular thing. Okay, so that is nothing but assemblers. I hope everyone got a clear clarity about this. Just I have a small diagram is there. Just a minute, I will show you the diagram. Okay, so how the mission conversions are going to take place. Just a minute. Yeah, so hope everyone is getting my screen. Yeah, have you observed the input for this assembler? The input for this assembler is nothing but source code. Source code, assembly language source code will be given as a input for this assembler. What assembler is going to do, sir? It will convert it into which code? Object code, which is nothing but mission language code. This is the task of assembler, sir. Then what about the compilers? What about compilers, sir? What activity my compiler is going to do, sir? Very simple. So it reads a complete source program. Source program means the program which we have written, sir. It reads the complete source program written in. It is going to read the complete source program written in, sir, high level. Okay, high level programming language, high level language. Okay, then what is the next task after reading the complete program? What it is going to do, sir? It will convert it into mission code. It reads the complete source program written in high level language and converts it into which code? Mission code. M code means mission code. Then, so the next point, which is very very important, in this, the source code is translated to object code successfully if there is no error in your program. That is, if error free code, if you have any error, if we have any error in the program, if you are having any error in the program, then, sir, we need to debug the code. We need to debug the code. Sir, debug means, I hope you know, rectifying the errors. Rectifying the errors is called as debugging. Suppose if my program is not having any error, if there is no error, then, sir, successfully our program will be converted. Program will be converted into mission code. Yeah, perfect. Now one more advantage is nothing but, sir, all the errors will be displayed at a time. All the errors will be displayed at a time. So along with the line numbers, it will display, man. Along with the line numbers, it is going to display, which is very very important to understand. It is going to display at a time. All the errors will be displayed at a time. Then what is the next one, sir? Can you tell me the example programming languages which will support the compilers? Sir, C++, Java, etc. These are the programming languages which are going to provide support for compilers. Sir, next one, interpreters. Interpreters. Array, what is mean by compiler? I know. What about interpreter? Okay, I think somewhere you listen this particular word. Sir, interpreter task is also same. Sir, it reads. Just a minute. 1 minute. I will switch on the light. Yeah, so it reads the program line by line. It is going to read the program line by line. What is the second point? If there is an error, okay, so if there is an error, then we need to debug the code. Sir, compulsory we have to debug the code. Okay, suppose if you are not having any error, if your program is not having any error, okay, if there is no error, then okay, so the program will be converted, will be converted into which code? Mission code. That point we know. Okay, next, sir, at a time only one error will be displayed. Only one error will be displayed. Sir, after rectifying that error only we are going to get next error. Don't worry, I will show you with the practical proof. Okay, then, sir, can you tell me the example programming languages which provides interpreter? Do you know Java and Python? Still we have so many languages are there, like JavaScript, shell script, n number of languages we have. But sir, here you need to observe one important note. Sir, Java is both the compiled and interpreted programming language. This is one of the assert of Java. So Java is both the compiled and interpreted programming language. The reason is once if you develop your application in your mission, if you are transferring that data to some other mission like distributed, if you are distributing your code, then automatically it is going to okay converted. I mean, automatically it will be performing interpretation. Like, just I will show you with one example so that you can understand well. Just a minute. Yeah. So consider this is my mission. I developed one program in this mission. So I am translating this to another mission. Assume this is across the network we are doing. So here we require compilation. So while transmitting the data, there may be a chance of fraud information to be added. So that's why on the local mission, what my JVM is going to do is nothing but it will do interpretation. So why here also you can use compiler? Now, so the reason for that is in the case of compiler, 99% errors will be rectified. Maybe a chance of 1% or 0.1% errors will be there in your code, or 0% also will be there. That's why, so interpreter is best in such cases. So because of this, Java is both compiled and interpreted programming language. Okay, so hope this is clear for you people. Next, I want to show one more diagram, just a matter of minute. Yeah, this is nothing but the compiler source code, high level language instructions. If you supply as an input to the compiler will generate object code, which is nothing but mission language. Same thing for interpreter. If you supply source code, that is high level instructions, into the interpreter, our interpreter is going to generate object code, which is nothing but mission code. Okay, so I hope with this you got a clear clarity on, okay, these translators, that is compilers, interpreters main concentration. Forgot about these assemblers. Okay, we are not at all using these assemblers in real time. Yeah, so this is about just introduction to translators. Any doubts up to this? Please confirm. Up to this, if you are having any doubts, you can ask. Yeah, please. Any doubts? Sir, why compiler and interpreter? uh, Harshavardhan, at the beginning I said no. So yes, which is impossible. Yeah, person to mission communication. Why? Because if you are giving a message called hello, then it can't understand by the mission. The reason is you are giving the instructions in the form of English, but a mission can't understand. That's why you need to convert. For that conversion purpose, we will use some softwares. Clear? Yeah, let me clarify all the doubts, then we will continue. No issues. Yeah, Harshavardhan, your doubt got clarified, right? Just now I told with one diagram, right? So in this case, if Java is transferring, suppose assume that application is developed in one system. So we have a distributed feature is there in Java. Distributed means we can send the data across the network. While sending at the receiver, assume another system is receiving that Java file. So while receiving, it has been transferred in the network area, right? There may be a chance of adding some fraud information like hacking. Okay, to filter that in the receiver end also, we will keep one assistant. That assistant is nothing but interpreter. So here we can keep compiler also, but the difference is already here the program is compiled. Assume 10 seconds is taken for the compilation. So again, we don't want to waste those 10 seconds. That's why we are keeping interpreter. So if the error rate is very less, recommended to go for interpreter. That is the reason why we are keeping interpretation here. Okay. Yeah. So hope your doubt got clarified. Please confirm. Yeah, fine. So next topic number 5. So what is the topic is, now slowly we are entering into actual Java. Sir, here just I want to explain one beautiful concept for you people. What is that concept is nothing but I am going for a programming or a program to print hello message. I want to write a program to print hello message in sir C language, C++, Java, and even in Python also. I want to write a program to print hello message in C, C++, Java, and Python. Sir, first I want to take a C program. I want to take a C program. I hope everyone knows about the C program. We need to take hash include stdio.h as the first statement, and then integer main method. Within this, you can print any operation. Maybe assume I am printing hello C. And after completion of this, we need to return one value. So what is the use of stdio.h? Just to work with this printf, we need to include some library. Array, can you write the same program in C++? Just to concentrate on the thing, just how the C language instructions are there. All these things, it is not in our scope. Just to concentrate on the logic area. Hash include, so IO stream. We need to take IO stream in C++, and then using namespace std. All these things are C++ syntax. Sir, integer main, and within this I want to take sir C out, maybe assume hello C++, and return 1 like this. I do, no problem, no problem. Sir, now I need to go for Java, but before going to Java, let me execute these two programs. Sir, we have an online editors are there in the market. We can use these online editors to run your program. Just I will show you how that online editor is going to work. Okay. Yeah, this is the famous online editor which we have, JDOODLE. So in this editor, have you observed, almost it is going to support 72 languages and 2 databases, online, compiler, and editor. Okay. Now, sir, just let me open C language in a new tab, C++ in another tab. Now, here you need to type the program. Here you need to type the program, and if your program requires any inputs, you have to supply here. Okay. Now, sir, I already designed the program. Let me copy that program and we will paste here. System is a bit low. Just a minute. It is slow something. Yeah. Yes. Now, if you click on execute button, see what will happen. The entire instruction is compiled and it is executed. We got the answer as hello C. Wow, perfect. Perfect example. Okay. Sir, now what is my next requirement is I want to write okay, C++ program. Let me open C++ editor. Already program is there. Let me copy paste. So click on execute button. See what will happen. Sir, hello C++ will be printed. Wow, perfect. Sir, now I need to write Java program. I have to create a Java program just to print this hello message. Sir, see how to write the Java program. Anyway, again in the tomorrow's session, I will explain in detail, but as of now, just concentrate. Class, okay. So public class, any class name you can take, test. Sir, within this, you need to take a main method like this. Public static void main within bracket string array args. Don't worry guys, I will perform postmortem on this main method like anything. I will split this into individual parts and I will explain one by one. Okay, so I am printing hello Java. Wow, perfect. Now sir, copy the code, paste in your online editor screen. Selected only C++, let me take Java. But here there is one rule is there. What is that rule is nothing, but I hope they have mentioned or not. So compulsory the class name should be only my class. Okay, I have taken test, so change it to my class. Only this particular compiler is going to provide support like this. Let me click on execute button, see what will happen. So hello Java is printed on the screen. Wow, perfect. Sir, can you tell me how to write Python code? Very simple guys, very simple guys. Sir, just print off, hi Python, how are you? Like this I am printing. Sir, semicolon is not required, main method is not required, nothing is required, just like a normal English. So like this we got. Sir, then you may have a doubt. Sir, happily I can learn Python, what is the need of Java? Okay, sir, make sure Python is a bit intelligent programming language. When you are working with the real-time applications, or when you are working for any coding related, or when you are preparing for any coding related examinations, Python is best. But do you know, when you are working for an organization, sir, compulsory core part is required. Without knowing how the functionality will be, then you can't do anything. Okay, sir, assume you are going you are going to purchase a new bike, okay, for riding purpose. So maybe you spent almost 1.5 lakhs or 2 lakhs to get that bike. Sir, without knowing minimum knowledge on the bike, you can't ride the bike. Even if you know the driving, sir, minimum some certain things must be known. Sir, where the petrol tank will be, suppose if the petrol is I mean, if the petrol is not available, how you can drive? Okay, so each and every pin to pin, at least some 50% knowledge must be required on the bike parts, peripherals. Okay, then only you can able to drive. Just I am taking a real-time example how I am going to compare with Java and Python. Riding is also important. At the same time, knowing each and every internal parts also, it is very important. So you are feeling Java is different, Python is a different platform, but those two are best friends, man. Okay, internally Python uses some of the JIT compilers, they have taken the help from Java. Okay, yeah. So this is about the topic which we discussed, that is a simple Java, I mean simple program to print a hello message in different programming languages. Yes, please confirm up to this. Do you have any doubts, so that we will move for next topic? Please confirm. Yes, I request everyone to respond. Okay, yeah, fine. Yeah, sure. Next. So today's last topic, maybe, because it is a demo session, right? So topic number 6th. So what is that topic is, sir, I want to differentiate compiler versus interpreter. Sir, I already told clearly, but anyway, just one simple analysis. Sir, compiler, another side interpreter. Sir, what is the compiler? Do you know the entire source code? The entire source code will be converted. The entire source code will be converted. Okay, sir, what about interpreter? What about interpreter? So line by line, line by line will be converted, line by line will be converted. Sir, what is the second point? Large amount of time is required. When you are doing compilation activity, you required large amount. Okay, sir, it requires less amount of time period. Sir, then do you know execution time is very fast? Execution time is very fast because error free programs only are comes under execution cycle, but here execution time is very less. Okay, so it takes a much time to execute. Sir, it generates intermediate code. Intermediate code it is going to generate, but in the case of interpreter, no intermediate code will be generated. Okay, sir, next, I already told examples. So C++, Java, etc. are the best examples. Array, what about interpreter? What about interpreter? So do you know the best example for this is nothing but sir, Java, Python, etc. Next point, sixth point. Sir, when we can go for compiler? Sir, it is best suitable for programming languages. It is best suitable for programming languages. So if error rate if error rate, okay, is very high, array, my program is having more number of errors, sir, always recommended to go for these compilers. So it is best suitable, okay, for programming languages if error rate is very low. Array, my program is having less number of errors, sir, always recommended to go for interpreter. So this is about compilers and then interpreters which we have. Okay, now so the next topic which I want to discuss is, so up to this any doubts, guys? Please confirm. Up to these six topics, any doubts? No. Okay, so the next one, let me give introduction to the Java. So topic number 6, so 7. Yeah. Sir, what is JIT compiler? Java in-time compiler. Java in-time. Don't worry, I will explain. Don't worry at all. Okay, we have a separate topic is there I will explain about in detail. Okay, don't worry, as of now not required, just in-time compiler, don't worry. So topic number 7. Array, can you tell me Java history? Java history. Sir, who developed Java? All these things I want to spend for few minutes. Sir, the first point, sir, Sun Microsystems are the official vendor for Java, Sun Microsystems. But this company hand over all these Java related products to a famous company, which is nothing but Oracle. Oracle. So now, who is the vendor of this Java? Means Oracle Corporation. So where you can get all Java related projects or softwares, so you have to get it from Oracle website. Okay, sir. Then sir, next point, who developed Java? Do you know? James Gosling. James Gosling. He is the vendor of Java. He developed Java for us. Okay. So the next one, the next point, sir. Initially, the Java name is called as a Green Project. So it was derived from Green Project, and initially Java is called as OAK programming. OAK programming. Sir, later they have been renamed to, they have been renamed to Java. They have been renamed to Java. Then sir, what is the first version of Java? Sir, JDK 1.0 is the first version. JDK 1.0 is the first version, which was released in 23rd January 1996. This is the first official version. And Java is open source. That means if you want, you can do the modifications, and those modifications you can use it for your own purpose. So that is called as open source. Sir, what is the official website for Oracle? What is the official website to download this software? Sir, https colon double slash okay www.oracle.com. This is nothing but the official website where you can get your Java software. If you want, just have a look once. This is the website. So you can get it. You can get it from the products. Have you observed softwares? Here you can observe Oracle database is there, Java is there, Linux is there, MySQL is there. So which one you have to choose? Java. Once if you click on Java, then you are going to get this page. Sir, here if you want, you can download. Have you observed? Sir, multiple things are there. Multiple things are there. Just a minute. So have you observed Oracle Java SE subscription, Oracle Java SE subscription, okay, Oracle Open JDK, Oracle JDK, Oracle Java SE platform. Everything is available, guys. So if you want any version, you can download, okay. But our recommended approach is Oracle Java SE platform. Don't worry how to install this software, how to set the path, everything I will explain. Okay, I will explain each and everything, don't worry at all. So this is about Java history which we have, and then we have different versions of Java is available. Okay, so all these things I will continue in the tomorrow session. Java versions, what is the difference between Java with other programming languages, Java features, how to represent a keyword, what is mean by identifier, what are the rules and regulations which we have in the identifiers. Everything I will discuss in the tomorrow's session. Sir, just in today's session we discussed only these things. Let me copy paste the benefits which you are going to get. Okay, and then even so we discussed the topics. What is the first topic that we discussed? Let me take this one also. This is about our course agenda. So first topic we covered Java, I mean language definition. So second topic programming language, and the third topic types of programming languages, and in the next topic we covered about the translators, and then we discussed a simple program to print a message in different programming languages, and then we discussed about compilers and interpreters, and then we have seen clearly about Java history. Okay, so these are the topics which we discussed today. So tomorrow we will take the class for 1.5 hours from as usual 6 to mostly 7:30 or 8 o'clock I will take tomorrow. Okay, so because new registrations may be possible in the tomorrow's session also. Okay, yeah, now it's your turn. If you are having any doubts, sir, you can ask me. Please, you can post it on chat window. Yes, any doubts? Sir, will you use Eclipse for programming? Yes, Harshavardhan. For the initial stages we will go with some programs with online compilers and some programs with offline editors. We will use NetBeans also, we will use Eclipse also, don't worry. But not at the beginning, somewhere in the middle we will. Any other? You people are not at all asking doubts, guys, please. Any doubts? Yeah, fee related admin people will take care. I think it will be around 7k. So but our admin people are going to take care of that. So after completion of the session, immediately you may get mails or calls. Okay, they will guide you, but as early as possible register for this course. Okay, maximum by today or tomorrow you can register, or if you want one more demo session, attend tomorrow's demo session and take the decision. But trust me, you will get much knowledge. Yeah, any other queries, guys? Okay, so tomorrow 2 hours session will be there. I will discuss each and everything, even some programming topics also we are going to start tomorrow. Okay, yeah, so hope you enjoyed the session. Yeah. Mm, I'm not getting you, Shithal. Please communicate within English. I don't know Hindi. I know only Telugu, English, Tamil. Yeah, Rohit. Uh, the running notes will be shared with only one link. We have only one link is there. We need to share that link with you people. So the students, those who have registered, only for those people we will get the links. Or attend tomorrow's session, then register, we will share that link. Okay, yeah. Any other queries? Yeah, so that's all about today's session, guys. Thank you. We will meet for the continuation tomorrow. Okay, thank you. You can leave the session.